Okay, hi. This we still got the light. We will just gonna do it, okay?
Uh-huh.
And we will do until the light is out,
Yeah.
meaning the sunset.
Yes.
Hi, all. Welcome back to what is it called again? Ha, my own podcast, Composing Corner podcast. It's been a while. So the last time I did this was in summer.
Yeah.
It's now fall. So
Mhm.
yeah, it was just like a random project because I'm just bored during summer, nothing to do. So I did a
Okay, this is interesting.
corner podcast.
Mhm.
Had some guests, couple of guests in the past. They are all kind of like having involving with teaching compositions kind of situation.
Mhm.
And now I have my other friend
Mhm.
who is also teaching, always actively teaching every day, every single semester. And we've been on each other for like a couple of semesters, but
Yes.
I don't know.
It has been like um 4 semester. 4 semesters so long.
I don't even know. So yeah.
So
So yeah, please introduce yourself a little bit.
hi everyone, my name is Need. I'm from Vietnam. I'm studying linguistic and applied linguistic. I will graduate in May of 2024.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really excited to be here because I want to share my teaching experience at English language school at ASU, as
Mhm.
Arizona State University. So thank you for having me. Thank you. Good host.
Thank you for coming. And yeah, basically at ASU we have something. We don't need to actually mention the name. We have something that like language center. What is it you call again? Language school.
Yeah, language
language
school.
school. So if I want to like contextualize it in Indonesia, it's like pusat bahasa, but here. So like people go there and learn the language, right? Which is basically English.
Yeah.
And then take the test and then get the certificate and yada 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 whatever. And she's one of the instructor there, and he's been teaching that for a while. He's also currently doing an internship in one of the
Yes.
schools here.
Mhm.
This is the second internship because previously back in her undergrad she's also doing internship, so she has a lot of teaching experiences, so we can learn a lot from her. So yeah, first question.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
I know you teach a language. You teach
Uh-huh.
English as a language.
Yeah.
But do you also get the chance to teach English as a writing in your classrooms experiences so far?
So for my past experience, I have taught English
Mhm.
writing before in it's not actually a English composition like we used to know, like English 101 or 102, 107, 107 actually. So I actually taught called WAC 107. It was my
Whack,
second
whack.
WAC.
Writing across curriculum.
Yes, that's right. It's it was actually an internship, second language writing internship when I was an undergrad, and I have an amazing mentor teacher who taught online, and it was during COVID as well. So during that time, I actually learned how to teach like students who learning L2 English, and teach them how to write academically, because when they come here they have no idea what is academic writing. So they took WAC 107 or 108 before they joined in English 107 and 108.
Okay, I didn't know that before. I just know that you took internship in, somewhere outside out
Yeah.
there in some
Mhm.
school, but you also did WAC.
Yes.
So maybe that's when you met one of my friends, my Insta friends. That
Yes,
they
that's
recognize you, like,
right.
he's my student.
Yeah. So the guy actually, so the guy actually talked to you, like
Yeah.
like Faisal, right? Faisal, yeah,
Like,
Faisal,
no, Faris.
Faris. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
So like while back we kind of like having pictures together, and I uploaded on Insta, and then like this friend of mine actually like commented and DM me like, oh, I know that girl. She's like what did he say again?
He's
Teaching assistant.
Yeah.
Whatever. Something like that. Oh, okay. Like, yeah. So like, please send my regards to her. Whatever. Okay, sure.
Yeah.
I'll let her know.
Actually,
And then,
yeah, it has been like, it has been actually
I will hold it for you.
yeah, it's actually been 3 years since
Mhm.
COVID. And yeah, and then Ferris was actually one of the student online. He's taking like WL at AC 107. So I was happening to be a teaching assistant back then. So yes, when I was an undergrad, I tried my best to like improve my teaching professional development. So I tried my best to like attend or apply many internship placement, including public school in Arizona, including teaching at the university, and even joining clubs to improve my teaching experience. And
Okay, yeah, we're back. So we're still in the same place, same time. It's just like kind of like make the camera to the using the front camera, not back camera. But yeah, it's still good. So you do taught WEC class,
yeah,
writing across curriculum. So we know and we always talk about FYC class, first composition, right? So we have a mutual understanding about that, right? So I'm just wondering what is the difference about WAC and FYC.
WAC and
FYC.
FYC. So the WAC is actually for students who has like, they want to improve their writing. They have that language skills, but they actually want to, learn or being familiar with the writing rhetorics. They need that like writing skills to improve. So WAC or WAC is actually another option for them if they feel like they want to improve their writing before jumping into jump into an extensive writing in English 101, 102, or 107 or 108.
Okay, so I don't really know this earlier. So I just only kind of figure out that all first year students, they need to take 101, 102, or 107, 108.
Yeah.
So if they actually ended up doing WAC, will they also require to be taking 101, 102, 107, 108?
Yeah, absolutely. So after they finish WAC WAC 107, then they will have to continue WAC 108. I believe so, if I can remember. But if some students who like want to jump into, like, they can switch from WAC WAC 107 to English 107 and then move on. So if I have to think again, back the time when I taught like second language writing, I remember that we recommend students after they finish WAC 107, they should pick either English 101 or 108. No, 107, sorry.
Okay, I also remember that we talk about WAC a little bit in our class, right? Our Monday class.
Yes, that's right.
Do you still remember the explanation? Like, it still exists then, until now, the WAC.
Yes, it still exists.
I kind of like have this mixed memories. Like, is it really still exist now, or it's like already just gone, like already on in the past, or like I don't know. Okay, okay. So what did you teach?
Interesting question. So
I will hold it for you. Make it
so
easier.
really interesting question. So in WAC 107, we actually learn like how to compose their like personal narrative writing, and how does narrative writing actually related to academic writing and research. So we're moving from like focus on themselves and then expand and get them familiar with the academics and then the research. So what I did during my that internship within the WAC 107 class is that I get to do tutoring. and doing writing conferences with students, and I get to teach grammar based or like writing skills such as like composition or like teaching them grammar, especially commas. They actually need commas when they're in their writing. So yeah, so those actually a really good experience for me to work with them doing tutoring and doing writing conferences. Mhm.
Thank you for sharing. Now let's go jump into your other teaching places, which is the language center. So that can I call it language center?
Yes, you
Oh,
can
yeah.
call it. It's a language school or it's a
Oh,
language
okay,
center.
language school. You will use your wording, language
Mhm.
school. What actually that you teach, or still teaching there? Like how many classes you teach? Like what actually the programs you're actually like, you know?
So right now I'm teaching free classes, and as a master student, I actually teach part time, and I'm teaching elective courses. It's called English Communication, and there's so many different levels. My levels right now that I'm teaching is basic levels. So what I teach is that I teach students how to use all four skills: listening, speaking, reading, and writing into their daily basis.
So one class is one skill.
So one communication class is for Pacific level, for that Pacific level of students. And for the whole class within one section, which is 7 weeks, student will be able to use all four skills and apply those four skills into daily life basis. It could be with their workplace or they could be in academic life place.
Yeah, and we will like try to talk about it really carefully so that we kind of like not mentioning them here. Because yeah, she may or may not get into trouble. No, we don't talk bad stuff about it. We just like I don't know, we just kind of like don't want to mention the name.
The experience.
Even though like if we actually say we are currently doing grad school in this university and there's only this one language school, people can actually know. It's okay. Nobody's watching my YouTube, so it's okay.
No.
And also we talk about all the good stuff, all the knowledge and experiences you got. So nothing really bad we talk about here. So yeah, okay. Let's focusing on your one of the skill, which is writing, which is all the Composing Corner podcast is really about, or what I'm really curious and passionate about. How you teach your writing class in this language school, really?
Good question. I don't actually teach writing explicitly. I taught writing basically something that is related to their life and their professional setting. For example, I taught them about writing letters, writing emails, or actually writing journals or diaries. Yeah. So I basically, even though these L2 writings are not specifically what we learned in research or what we learned in school, is related to the academics a lot. But these writing skills can actually help them to communicate. That is what we want to focus, because writing does not only happen in academics. Writing has always happened in daily life, and that's my purpose, is to teach them those different genres of writing a little bit by day, a little bit like one for each of the class. I change the genre of writing and try my best to not teach writing explicitly.
Interesting that you mentioned that writing is actually happening everywhere, not only academically.
Yes, that's
So
what
you
I
also
do.
kind of like take from that and teach about that in the classrooms. Amazing. Okay. Okay. And also, I also wanted to mention that my friend here, Ni, is really articulate in the classroom. Like always drawing from her experience whenever we have discussion in our one of the course we're taking this fall, my last semester, her third semester, and in this classroom context, when we have every discussion, she can just like easily, instantly like I have this experience. How that actually relates to this? Like, ooh, because he does have experiences in all that. Like that's really cool. And one thing that I'm really kind of like sad about during these past 2 years living here is that I don't get to teach.
No, don't say that.
No, that's the truth. I don't get to teach here.
What?
Yeah, I try.
No,
I
don't say
try.
that. Don't say that. Shh.
No, that's already happened, so it's okay. And just like kind of reflection.
No.
So for the past 2 years, I'm doing my grad school here. I try to look for teaching position, but I don't happen to actually get it. But I have so many teacher friends here. That's why I have this Kopos in Corner podcast so that I can also kind of like stealing their knowledge and all that. And yeah, other than work and teaching in language school in the university here, me also got multiple experiences in doing internship. Is it like high school?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
In undergrad and grad school, right?
Yes.
Okay, so
both.
two high school experience already, like
Mhm.
as an international student, which
Yeah,
is
thank you.
an amazing experience. I think some of my friends in other places when they do TESOL program, oh, is the
Bell.
yeah.
Yeah.
You wanna listen to the bell first? What time is it? Is it 6?
No, 5.
Oh, 5. Okay.
Which is good.
5 o'clock bell. Gonna let
Yeah,
it
that's
there.
actually really good, right?
Yeah, I really like the bell. Okay. I'm not even sure like the sound actually got into the video or not. We're just enjoying the bell.
It just enjoy the bell.
Okay.
Yeah, that's also okay because could be loopers.
Also this is distracting.
Yeah.
Okay, we're done. Okay, so what I was saying, I have a couple of friends doing grad school in other places, in other universities,
Yeah.
with TESOL program especially. They get to teach in school,
Mm-hmm.
which is really great.
Oh.
So like, wow. But I don't.
Hey.
And I also don't do TESOL, right?
Ah,
I do writing writers literacy.
yeah.
So
About that.
and one of my friends doing TESOL here actually did
No.
internship in summer. I'm talking about Ben. Yeah, doing internship in the summer in language school, and then also currently still doing that teaching
Mhm.
in that language school. So I'm actually pretty envy that like
No, don't envy.
I mean like I got teaching experience back
Yeah.
then before I did my grad
No.
school, but during my grad school I really just
Bye-bye.
oh another bell or what. Just like our ASU song, right?
Yeah, Sparky.
Yeah.
You know, Sparky. Yay.
This is pretty distracting, but we can keep going. So what I was saying, that's pretty good for her and my friends to actually get teaching experiences here, in which I don't get the chance to, but it's okay. I can still learn from them. It's pretty distracting. And I wanted to ask you. This is actually leading to another question.
Yeah.
Like, how is actually your experiences there while teaching in American high school? The thing that I only get to watch in the movies or Netflix series or whatever.
Interesting.
Is the students actually, I don't know how to say, wild? Is that a correct phrase?
Oh
A correct
my
wording of that?
God.
No.
No. Actually,
I mean,
this is interesting question.
Actually, in the movies there are some wild students. There
right.
are some really good.
Did you watch
Nerd
High School
student.
Musical?
Yeah, I did. Is that a confession? Yeah, it's like no,
High
I did. It's okay, right?
Yeah, that's okay, right?
Okay,
High
so
School
how is it really? I can hold it for you.
Okay, so really interesting questions. I would say high school in America is amazing. It's interesting. Regarding to your question, are they wild? Are they wild? Actually, if every kids who like going to that age or becoming at their age, they are experienced. I would say they're just experienced though, but so far in my experience at the high school, they are amazing.
Mhm.
Yeah, they let me tell you about my like a little bit about background about my school is that I'm teaching kids who were born in America. Not a lot of them are like either native native speakers or they was born in America. And for me as someone who's like an international student become a teacher and going to America school, it was like very stressful because I don't know a lot about culture and they don't know a lot about my culture about like as a teachers who wasn't from America or who wasn't born here, so I totally have no idea, so it was really stressful for me. But when I get to know them, yeah, so when I get to know them I just realized that they are amazing. They are very open-minded, they pay attention, and one thing that I notice about high school student here is that they love to interact. They love to interact to creativities. They learn through creativities, through interaction, and through relationship. Yeah.
Excuse me again. And yeah, I also wondering and would love to ask so many questions and would like my viewers, if there are some people to actually watching, because what I noticed there are so many different types of English class in the US, like English language learner, and you also got what the other types again? Yes.
We have
English language arts,
English language art,
and then
advanced placement English, and
AP class.
AP class.
Are you like
an
actually
honors class?
honor class? Are you actually familiar with all that? And can you like give a little bit of explanation? Like there are like 4 of them, right? Not 5.
Yeah, about like
Yeah, let's start with English language
learners. Yeah.
Okay.
English language. Okay, so English language learner, we don't use that term in public, public high school anymore. We changed the class name into English language development.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know different school, but in my experience so far, we use English language development classroom. And for that class, they have 3 different levels. We have pre-emergent, basic, and intermediate. And that is for the English language development. And then now we have English on level. And this is just, like I said, this is just based on my experience. So English on level is for regular English. They learn literature. They learn reading and writing, specifically focus on books and novels. And they learn how to analyze. And then we have AP, which is like advanced placement, where kids actually go to that class and earn college credits, and they can either take AP exam and then get that college credit. So those classes, the content in that classes are focused on writing rhetorics, or actually focus on writing compositions, or and then the AP, I think I can remember in the AP class they have like compositions, and then they have language.
Yeah, I'm also kind of surprised by the fact that they have this prior knowledge of composition and rhetoric. So in the previous episode, when I was talking with other guests of my podcast, they mentioned that the students are actually already familiar with the concept.
Yes,
like
that's
ethos,
right.
Ethos, pathos, logos, rhetoric, whatever.
Yes, that's right.
So they just kind of like develop that. So
Yeah.
they're not actually starting from scratch. They already have the basis knowledge
Yes,
of
they
that.
have the basic.
And it's really also interesting that they have composition class in high school, because we don't have that in Indonesia. I'm not sure about Vietnam, but we don't have that in Indonesia. We barely even have we do have English class, but really limited hours per week and all that. And so yeah, that's I also like kind of had the chance to take one of the course in, is it spring somewhere? Yeah, I kind of forgot the details, but I did have experience taking the class. It's called Genre in Writing Classrooms. And the classmates are actually, all of them are English high school teachers.
Oh.
So they're like very busy. They come in class like, I'm so tired. My students are so crazy and all that. Like, okay.
Okay.
And everyone's like overstating, but it's also good. Like I can actually learn from them. But also like, oh, so you get to teach riding in high school, and you are like riding teacher in high school and all that. And they're doing grad school like either masters or even PhD.
Yeah.
But while also maintaining their full-time job as English teacher in high school. That was a really interesting experience.
Thank you.
Each and every one of them are teachers, senior teachers or junior teachers, young and old, all that mix. But yeah, it's really amazing. And another question is I'm actually kinda interested to know more about you because Ni doesn't even doesn't know how to phrase that. She's not only doing the teaching part, she's also doing the learning part because she actually finished high school here. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's switch it a little bit. Like we were talking about the experience as teacher,
Yeah.
teaching high school students. Now, how is about your experience as a student learning in high school, in American high school? How was that like? Really? I mean, we talked about it a couple of times, but it's off camera, off whatever. So like, yeah.
So my experience when I was at high school, first of all, culture shock. Culture shock. Came here, didn't know anything. Like literally, like no friends. Like literally no friends. And then like, I was the only Vietnamese student in the school in the first year. And then later on in the second year, I found another Vietnamese school. So for my experience, let's talk about, so that is just how my first impression when I come to the high school here. Let's talk about classes. Classes are like, so when I was in Vietnam, it's like, you know, the teacher changed, the students stay on the same in the classroom. When I came to high school here, I have to change the class. So like,
yeah.
I have to change the class. So which means like, and then we have a locker. So where I put my stuff there, and then like I have to pick up some stuff, carry all my like you know books and stuff, and then go to math class, and then come back to the locker, put my math stuff, take the science, move to the science class. So it's like changing. But when I was in Vietnam, I did not change my class. I just sit there and the teacher just changed.
This is something in Indonesia.
Yes, we're Southeast Asian. So that's like, and then like, and the thinking, and then like that was like, yeah, that was my very first impression because like you know the culture shock is all the stuff. But about the teachers, they are very amazing. They're very open-minded about my like my experience as a international student. So they always feel welcoming, even though I have to be honest, not a lot of them understand about my culture. Sometimes they just ask me like, you know, they don't want to offend, but if they ask, then I could just like share my culture. So let's make them understand. But overall, they are very great. Yeah.
So in high school, what type of English class did you take? Did you take AP class? Did you take English language arts? Did you take what the other types? Composition class?
Okay, I took regular class. So we have like regular, and then we have ESL, and then we have like also AP. So I have to be honest, it was like a regular class, but it was so hard for me. So at first I was like, I'm taking couple of days just to feel it, and then I switched to ESL. Yeah. So because it was so intense to me to sit in the regular class, because in the regular class I have to learn with American students. So I feel like that's like, you know, it's such a big step. It's such a big step for me to like, you know, come into that classroom. So I feel like, oh, that's enough. So I asked my counselor to like, you know, move me back a little bit so I get to know. And then after that, they moved me next year in grade 12. I remember grade 12, they put me back in the regular. So yeah. So basically is that they, first of all, they put me into the regular. I I don't feel I like it. So I say, can I just have 1 year just to like be in the ESL, and then after 1 year of ESL, I move back to the regular in the grade 12. So yeah.
Okay, and you only finished high school here, right? For junior high, you did in Vietnam, right?
Yeah, for my junior high, I did in Vietnam.
Okay, and how long did it take to actually complete high school here? 4 years, right?
Yeah, 4 years. This is starting high school from like grade 9th, grade 10th, and then like grade 11th and 12th. But when I was in Vietnam, the high school start like grade 10.
Same.
Yeah, we on the same page.
Yeah. In Indonesia, high school is only 3 years, from 10, 11, and 12.
Ah.
Right?
Yeah, that's right.
So here is 9, 10, 11, 12.
Yeah.
That means, wait, can we circle it back a little bit? How long did it take to actually complete junior high here
Junior high in
America?
In America? No, I did not complete it.
Yeah, I know, but just for the knowledge.
Like junior high here?
Yeah.
Junior high, good question. Let me remember. Junior high school here.
Yeah.
Junior high starting in 6th grade.
6, 7, 8.
8.
So it's
yeah.
3 years.
Yeah.
So for elementary, it's 5 years then.
Yeah, that's right. Elementary is like K to 5. Yeah.
That's why it's called K-12, because they start from 1st grade and 12th grade.
Yeah.
And that's the total.
It's the public school system, K to 12. Every time when you walk around like on campus, and when they mention about K to 12, it's the American public school system.
Interesting. That's why they have freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior.
Interestingly, I did not know any of those terms when I come to America. Because like in Vietnam, we just call 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade, or like 12th grade. And then when I come here, and then they ask me, "Are you a freshman?" And I say, "What is a freshman?" And then they say sophomore, and I say, "What is a sophomore?" And then when they explain to me, like, freshman mean grade 9, sophomore mean grade 10, junior mean 11, and senior mean 12. And I was like, I'm junior. I was junior when I come there, because I don't know any of those terms when I come here. It's so interesting.
Okay, do you also still remember what did you actually learn in composition class back in high school?
Composition class in high school, we wrote a lot of like papers. I do remember, like, in my regular class, I have to write like 12 pages paper about a particular research that I like. So I did research on vaccine because I was interested in the biology back then, before I changed my major to English. So when I was in high school, it was really intimidating, like 12 pages. And then the teacher would say, you have to write 12 pages and have to learn citation. And like, then there you go. And then there's one more thing, like, we cannot use like internet sources. We have to go to the library.
Interesting.
It was, because the teacher wanted us to like have a physical text, because she always mentioned that when you go to college, like, you have to use other sources like physical text, online text, everything. So she tried to practice us to use the sources at the library. So it was really intense, because the textbook was really long, and then the books from the library is really long. And as like a non-native speaker, so like L2 learners, it was like very intimidating for me to write 12 pages and then just read sources from books. So yeah.
Interesting. It got me thinking, like, can I like relive my life and become a high school student here? But thanks, we have movies and series, so I get to experience that through the Netflix series.
If any of the graduate graduate students right now, and you want to have, to see the high school life and what the education look like, just step out and ask for if you can observe a class. If you know somebody like who's teaching, just come and observe a class.
I know you.
Yeah, you can come and observe a class. That's okay. And like, yeah, just like, but this is just a recommendation for anyone who watching the podcast. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to subscribe. Is that if you want to learn something, want to know what it's like to a school, education happening in a different country, reach out to internship coordinator, reach out to the placement coordinator, and let them know that you are interested in this school and you want to do observation, or a district that you want to interview, collect data, or like doing research. Reach out, just reach out.
Yeah, and we actually talked about it a couple of months ago, that I'm actually interested, but we haven't really get the chance to do it. Like, I go to her internship school. I would love to, but I don't know. We'll schedule that. We'll make it work. We'll figure out.
Yeah.
Or not.
I
don't know. We'll see.
Because
We'll see.
being in the public school, they have a lot of restriction to do the observation. If you are not, like, there's some like restriction, like if you are not a part of a member of the district, then it would be really hard to go and observe a classroom, unless you are an intern from a like credit college or university. So it takes a lot of time. But if you are in the university and you want to do internship, or you want to like do observation, there are courses and there are like internship coordinator that you can contact to.
Yeah, there's always Netflix that I can watch. That's okay.
No.
Anyways, has there been any like in your school? You know what does it mean? Door.
Bang bang bang.
Bang. Yeah, what is your
Bang bang bang.
experience so
Bang, bang,
far?
bang.
Not yet, right? You know what does it mean, right?
Yeah, I know what it means.
Okay.
I know what you're talking about. I have to say, no one injured. Okay?
But it happened while you were there.
No, not at all.
Okay.
Well, I know what you're talking about. Like on the news.
School
Is yeah,
shootings.
school.
Is your
does
school
happen.
is your school safe?
My school is safe. Okay, but like I said to you, it's right now the school is like we try to practice to prevent the shooting, and things happen though. Sometimes we are scared, but there's always drill. There's always drill to do the practice. When I was in like an intern, I do remember that I have to remember the drill from my mentor teacher. And this is actually a really interesting story, because like when I was a senior at a school, and my mentor when I come into the classroom, and then my mentor teachers told me like, "Nee, we have a serious message." And I was like, what was happening? And then she was like that, please peer repair. And I was like, what repair? So when I read the message, and the message was like very professional to the point that I don't understand. It's just using a lot of like, it doesn't say that there will be a shooting. It's just like warning. I was like, what is a warning? It's just like the email was so professional to the point that I don't understand what is going on. So I asked her like, so what is going on, miss? And she said, shooting happened. Oh, and I was like, wow. So what should I do now? So and then like the whole class suddenly just so silent. And then like I was standing by the door, like I was so freaking out what happening. But like when the class start, or like whatever the announcement, they make announcement for the entire school, and they say that please lock the door, like lock that door, and or like something, if something's happened, close the blindfolder and then turn off the lights, and that's it.
Is this when you did internship back in undergrad or now?
Like when I was an undergrad.
Oh.
This was my senior, like I think it was after COVID, because during COVID, like we did not get like internship placement, because that was during the COVID. And then like when I was a senior, senior, and then like after COVID, I did not have any experience. Like, what does the internship look like? And then senior, I just jumped into the internship. So when I'm jumping in, and then this things happen, I was like, what is going on? But but fortunately, there's nothing happened.
Okay.
There's nothing happened during that, but it's just like a warning. Every time if something happened, there's always warning. And if that's actually happened in the school, then the school have to shut down, like not like shut down, but close down, sorry, have to close down, and like to like block and then practice with drill. So yeah, but I have to say that it happened. Okay, it happened, but we're like teachers, we are like we scared, but because we are scared, we are prepared.
Quote of the day: because you are scared, you are prepared.
Yeah, if you're scared, you have to repair.
That's really interesting. And
Yeah.
experience with schools with just shooting. I also had a similar experience, even though it's not school shooting. It's just
Mhm.
random shooting.
Yeah.
Happened in my parking lot in my apartment
Where is that?
couple of months ago.
No way.
Literally next to my building.
No.
Yeah, that day, luckily that day I'm not going anywhere. I was supposed to like going somewhere, but I'm too lazy to go out today. I'm just gonna stay here. And that happened. And that very day, I was thinking like, if I actually ended up going out that day and then like going back during the night when that shooting actually happened in the parking lot, I might have just bye bye.
My God.
Like, wow, they was like, wow, is that like coincidental
and-
or
yeah.
destined to be that way or whatever? I was just like, I heard some bang bang bang, and I was like, I was texting my roommate. I know we're next door.
Oh my
We're next
God.
door, but we keep texting.
Oh my
Because
God.
we were like in our each room.
Uh-huh.
Dude, did you heard something? Like,
How
Bang,
what?
and he said like, yeah, I guess. Okay.
Oh my
And then
God.
at the end, a couple of minutes after that, we actually ended up check it out outside. What's going on? And then we saw some police cars with all the police lights lining and all the, what is it called? The yellow thingy. The
The banner,
yeah,
the banner or the like
yeah. What is it called
the
again?
tape, the
Yeah,
tape,
the tape,
the yellow tape, yeah.
It's everywhere, and actually that happened in our parking lot.
my
And I,
God.
what?
Oh my God.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh my God. You say okay? It's not okay.
I mean, it's America, so what should I say? It's America. I'm well aware that's the danger here, and yeah, that's interesting experience, and
It's yeah.
that also can still happening anytime, anywhere.
Yeah,
but it is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is. And even though like this is also really shocked to me because I was a high school student too. And that's never happened when I was in high school. Like the thing about like shooting things is never mentioned in my high school back in like 2017, 2020, like 2018. But suddenly when I come to school and when I learn about education when I was an undergrad, my professor mentioned about like classroom. What is the topic is about classroom safety and about drills and how to take care of those drills and how to talk about that in the school setting, and that brings our attention a lot. And as an international student, and I'm taking and I learned I got my bachelor degree in secondary education in English, and taking that class and learning from that shocked me. I was like, is that actually happened? Because I learned high school here and it never happened, and now it happened.
Yeah. I'm sorry to ask you to talk about this stuff.
Why?
This is a very
We need
dark,
to talk about it.
dark dark topics to talk about. Anyways, you got something here.
No.
Because she's actually just done teaching a couple of minutes ago.
Yay.
Can you actually share what did you teach today?
So I'm teaching about like.
What's the class and why there is so many
Oh la 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 la.
images here?
Let me show you.
I know this is for the names, right? This is for the names.
Yeah.
What is this?
So this I just cover my student names. Okay, so they just did something. You see that? Yeah, they are very creative. So the topic for today is that I teach students how to describe people in the communication class, and then I teach them how to use adjective when they describe someone, including describing their physical appearance and also their personality. And of course, I cannot just provide vocabulary, right? I provide a little bit of like, a little bit about the topic and focus on the adjective. And how do they use adjective to talk about in this topic? So what I did is that the first activity, I put them into groups. And I say, decide who is partner A, who partner B. Partner A, raise your hand, and then I tell them that you don't write anything. Put your pencil down. Your job is to describe.
Ooh.
Think of a person that you like. It can be your celebrity, it can be your family member. Think about the person in your mind and describe what does that person look like. Okay, and then I say, partner A down, partner B, raise your hand, who are you? And then partner B, you guys take a pencil, listen to partner A and sketch that person. Yeah, sketch out the person on the piece of paper. Make sure that you don't ask anything, just keep listening to partner A. This one is I'm using listening skill and speaking skill. So when they listen, they have to know how to describe. Yeah, so they have to use a lot of English and use a lot of adjective so that they can sketch out a person on the piece of paper. After they're done, they switch. So whoever draw will talk, and whoever talk will draw. And then after that, I just show their pictures for the whole class and see their work. For the second activities, I ask them to write a letter to their loved ones. So I asked them that you should write a letter to someone that you love and think about that personality and be thankful for that person. So that way that they're gonna focus on the adjective that describe personality, such as caring, positive, supportive, or like nice, or being genuine. Like use those vocabulary, because I'm teaching them adjective to describe physical appearance, and using adjective to describe their about person personality. So yeah, that's it.
I'm wondering, where did you get this inspiration?
I get this actually from a former colleague. She was very sweet. She guided me, and she's like, got a lot of experience in like teaching and creativity. So when we used to be in the same place, the same placement, we talk about what to do and then what do we want, and I say, that's so interesting, can I use that? And then she say, yeah, of course, it's the teacher's results, like I use that because it was my first time to stand in front of the classroom. That was the time, and then I have no idea at all. Then I have to use someone like resources and guidance, and then I introduce, and I feel like that's great, that's awesome. So yeah.
Okay, let's talk about syllabus. Do you have like this 1 week syllabus or 1 day syllabus?
I have like a whole section syllabus.
Okay. She's coming prepared for a whole section.
It has to be repaired for the whole section, but it doesn't mean that it's like fixed.
Oh, okay.
It's
like a guidelines.
It's like a guideline because things happen. I have to be honest. You can create a syllabus and then follow like day by day. Like this is the day you want to talk about. This is the topic you want to about. But it's good to have the syllabus. But when you come to teaching,
yeah,
it's happen.
Things happen, I know.
However, having syllabus is great because you have objectives, and it doesn't matter what day you teach that objective, but you must have objectives to make sure that students are on track and they reach their goal of that class. So yeah.
Yeah. I also had a really fun experience during summer when I complete my TESOL certificate from the place that we cannot mention.
Yeah, the place we
because,
were gonna
because you
mention.
don't want me to mention that.
You
And
don't need to mention that.
from this university, and in one of the requirement, one of the assignment was actually like writing a lot of syllabus, and I was really enjoying that. Like imagine the class and writing the syllabus, all that stuff. That yeah, that's really fun. But yeah,
That's
this
actually
is
fun, right?
this is my last semester.
No,
It is. This is my 4th semester.
no, I mean no, mean like I'm sad.
Okay.
No, it's like so sad. He's gonna go away.
Yeah.
Like, hello, now I'm alone.
What pillow?
I'm alone.
What pillow?
What below?
You say pillow.
No. Say no.
Okay.
Okay, say no.
Sorry.
It's okay.
So yeah, this has been a really interesting conversation with a teacher friends that I hope I can actually get to talk with many other teacher friends before actually going back and have them coming to my Opposing Corner podcast. Yeah, which is about basically sharing the experiences teaching, and I'm kind of stealing their experiences of teaching. Yeah, so that's basically it. This probably the goals of this composing I cannot even speak. Yeah, Composing Corner podcast. And yeah, what else would we talk about? Because I'm running out of ideas actually.
We can talk about like
If there's nothing else, we can just
I thought I had it. But
Almost
I don't have it.
almost there. Yeah, keep trying, almost there.
From the podcast, here's the for anyone who coming to study abroad and who's want to pursue education, like education major, or pursues like English major or linguistic or TESOL within like teaching area, what should we recommend them for future graduates, students who coming here? What do you think?
I don't know.
You asking me? What is our my recommendation is to reach out, to find opportunity, join clubs. When I was an undergrad, I joined the club at the department of my undergrad degree, and I joined there. I learned how to make a presentation, how to interact with the community at the department of my major. So reach out. So that is my first start, and then I get to move into internship, and then I also have part-time job when I was an undergrad as well. Yeah, so yeah, I have like internship online, internship second language writing, internship, also my part-time job, and then when I was a graduate.
Where was that?
Huh?
You never told me that. Where was that?
I have a lot of experience. You don't know me a lot.
Okay.
So yeah, I was a club member. I was a part-time student worker when I was an undergrad. I was an intern at an online school of this university, and I was a second language writing intern. I was a high school teaching intern.
Talk about the part time again. What part time?
That part-time
Is it
was
like in food places or something?
so the part-time it was
like,
on campus.
Panda Express or something? No?
Huh?
Panda Express, no?
Not Panda Express.
Chick-fil-A?
No, not Chick-fil-A. Okay, not Chick-fil-A. It's
is
very professional. I was as well. Yeah, like you think it's not professional.
No, I was just saying.
Oh yeah, you
Everything
just,
is good, no?
everything is good, right? Okay, so that part time was actually like I was a peer mentor. I was a peer mentor for international student community and in this university for a year. Yeah, it was a really good experience because at that time I also did my second language writing internship. So it's actually, have a transfer learning from one internship to another workplace. So yeah, like I said, recommendation if you want to improve, looking for opportunities to grow your professionalism or like you to grow your your experience, reach out, try more, and like participate. Just get out there and get involved, participate. Don't be shy. I was a shy kid, but look at me.
That's really inspiring. Thank you for sharing. And I hope people who watch this can actually take that into account and consideration, and when they finally eventually hear, they will apply all that knowledge and tips and tricks and all that stuff. Yeah. So yeah, that's basically all. Thank you for coming. Thank you for sharing your professional experiences. Professional. Yeah, because I don't get to actually involve in professionalism. I just like working with scholarly. I'm just taking classes, doing research, all that boring stuff.
Let me say something.
No.
Let me say something.
No.
Let me say something. This guy right here, I know I'm stealing the screen right now, but this guy right here, he is so amazing.
No.
Let me tell you, teachers. Okay, so researching and teaching, they go together.
You should do research then.
I can't. So without teaching, you cannot have data to do research. Without research, you cannot teach. So I don't think that if you don't have teaching experience, it doesn't mean like you cannot teach, or like if you don't have teaching experience, it doesn't mean like you don't have like you worthless or something like that. It's not like that, okay? What I'm trying to say is try to look for many opportunities that fit for you and that actually show your accomplishment that you will feel proud. Like for example, like this guy, I know I'm stealing the screen, but
you're stealing the mic.
but like what I really admire about this person right here is that you have that like inspiration for teaching that puts you into writing, and that's actually
What does it mean?
What does that mean is that he's researching teaching. Yeah, so that's mean you spreading the words and you actually support the teachers, the future educators who want to teach writing.
Hopefully.
You will, because I'm reading your paper. Because I'm reading your papers right now. So why not, right? So I have to say that you should be proud of yourself for what you do, and I always follow what you are heading to, because I also love research papers, so I learned a lot from you, Dewey.
Thank you so much for that, for saying that.
Students support each other, okay? Students always support each other.
Students support students.
Yes.
International students matter. Thank you so much. Okay, yeah. Now I forgot what I wanted to say. Yeah, that's basically all. Thank you all for watching.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing. Yeah, that's all.
Okay, thank you for listening to podcast. See ya.
See you in another episode if I have another teacher friend who are willing to coming to my podcast.
Yes, teachers.
Bye.
Fighting. Bye.